I'm Dean, and Ben's behind the camera right now, and we're on the hook. And this is our new little mascot for the show. Everybody meet Wobbles. And Wobbles, say hello to everybody. She doesn't have much of a meow, but she's definitely the cutest thing in the whole wide world. So anyway, guys, you're going to see a lot more of Wobbles. Wobbles will be with us, well, for a while now. But this little girl got run over by a car, and both her hips were broken, or her hip was broken and her tail was broken. And she's getting much better, but she still walks with a wobble. So that's why her name is Wobbles. Anyway.
Let her off to go play?
Yeah, we'll let her go play, absolutely. Today we're going to do a tackle review before we go to do some ice fishing here. We're not going to get into the jaw jackers and all that, just a little bit of tackle and a few fishing rods. But yeah, the ice season has really started for us in the last little while. The weather's been up and down, it's been warm, it's been cold, it's been warm, it's been cold. We haven't really had proper ice developed in the places that we want to go to. So we figure the weather looks like it's going to be cold for the next week or two, and we figure we're going to have some good ice, and we'll be getting out there. We are preparing for it. We're thrilled about it. We can't wait. We just want that ice to be just right because we want to be safe. You know, priority is safety when you're on the ice. But anyway, guys, we're going to get on with some tackle review here. We're going to go over the ice fishing rods we're going to be using and see how effective they are with the fish here. But anyway, without further ado, okay, Ben will grab one of the rods here and we'll go over it.
So, Dean and I both have 2 rods each. We'll go over Dean's rods first. Hand Dean the rod because I gotta check the camera. And the cat's always wanting to be in the way.
Hey guys, anyway, the first rod we got here hasn't been used yet. We bought it specifically for it. Now Ben and I, since we started this, we've been making a point of the fact that we don't believe in spending a lot of money on fishing. We believe that if you can buy your equipment for affordable prices, it gives you an opportunity to go fishing more often. So with that in mind, when we bought these rods, we generally were looking for something that was, within the, $20 to $50 range max. And so anyway, the first rod we have is the Red Wolf Pro SX. Now it's a
medium heavy
action, and about 29 inches. It's got 4 eyes on it. Actually looking really forward to using this rod. I believe it has 4-pound test on here, but I'm going to be using steel leaders. I'll be prepared for it. And you know what? It's that much more exciting to catch a fish when you're using light line. It makes you work to get it. And the next one I've got here is this one I've had for a while. I haven't used today. Rapala Fathom.
And here comes the kitty.
Beautiful little rod, and here comes my kitty to visit.
Yeah.
Now this rod is a medium light, and it's already geared up for fishing through the ice, but this one's geared up for pike or, dead bait on the bottom, basically. Oh, we're going crazy cat. Anyway, beautiful little rod. Have yet to use it. Well, actually, that's not quite true. We casted it off the shore into open water because we literally could not find a place to get out on the ice. So, looking forward to this. The Rapala Fathom. going to be an exciting rod to use. Beautiful reel on it, really nice and smooth. It's going to be interesting to catch some big fish on these rods. Now Ben will go over his rods, then we'll get into some tackle.
My two here, I got the light action ugly stick. Here's one of our go-to lures now. They really work.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing that properly. It's kind of coming up fuzzy. We'll hold off on that, Ben. Just talk about it for now.
It's a ugly stick.
What was the name of it? Does it have a name on it?
It's an ugly stick.
Yeah, sometimes they have names to go with it.
Nope.
Okay, just a
Just
simple
a GX2 ugly stick.
light action.
Yeah, with the Shakespeare reel.
Yeah. Well, that ought to be interesting. Light
That's
action.
gonna be.
Get yourself a 30-pound pike on a light action, a little tiny rod like that. I can see it now.
But here's the rod that I'm looking forward to using the most. I know it's a huge reel, and Dean likes making fun of me for it, but it's got lots of line on it.
Compensating for anything, Ben?
No. It's got lots of line on it. I'm going to be using lots of big dead baits for hopefully some big pike through the ice. And the story behind this rod is I got it at Valley Village for under $5. So it's a medium light, or no, it's medium. Neon ice.
Does it have a brand name? I doubt it.
That's the brand, Neon Ice.
Okay, interesting. I think that just means the light on it, or the color of it.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I don't know what the name brand would be.
But,
Any which way, it looks like an interesting rod.
It's got two
Some
guides
heavy
instead
action
of
to
four.
it. It's got real backbone to it, eh?
It bends.
Yeah.
So I think I can take a big fish on it.
Awesome. But, looking forward to using all four of them. Seeing as how we're allowed four rods on the ice, so it's going to be so much fun getting out there and giving this a shot, guys. Anyway, in a moment we will get on with the some gear that we're going to be trying out, and we'll talk about some locations we will be taking on the ice.
And don't forget a camera review.
And a camera review, actually, yeah. So anyway, guys, catch you in a minute.
First part of the segment here, folks, our favorite Fraser Valley bait.
The Toyama worm. Now these worms, we were using them in the Fraser Valley on a regular basis. Actually, let's see, everybody have a good look at that.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, they look like a regular worm. Yeah, they're green. Well, we have an example right here. As you can see,
right
guys, they're pretty stretchy, but the bass will get them off the hook. So
and they do get destroyed after a few bites.
They really do have a real worm appeal. They got some sparkle in them, a little light green, dark green, and these work like a charm for bass in the Fraser Valley, sunfish, even trout. If you break them off, at the like the worm has a segment part right there.
Yeah.
If you break that off right there, a lot of times this little wiggly part at the end works good for trout. So anyway, guys, we love these things. Hope you guys get a chance to use them. Toyama worms. You can get them at the dollar store. Almost every dollar store, to be honest with you. Okay, next
Here's
on the
another
list.
Fraser Valley bait.
Yeah, here's another Fraser Valley bait that we have used commonly.
Yep.
Okay. Well, guys, these things work like a charm for crappie.
Down.
Oh, sorry. For crappie, for sunfish, even trout.
And bass.
And bass, yeah, absolutely. A bass will take them for sure. They're absolutely awesome for little fish. They're great. I mean, the pink or the orange, red color, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it sets off the fish along with this little wiggle you see there. Anyway, those are the. Oh, I gotta put my darn glasses on to see anything. These are called the Mako Amori. Omori? You'll have to look for yourself. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, guys, we got those. Then we got the power bait I don't even know if they have a real name, but they're just basically a
Berkley power bait.
Berkley power bait. Yeah.
Down.
Yeah. Berkley power bait.
Up now. Right there.
Anyway, guys, great for putting on a jig head. That little tiny bit of a wiggle. All you have to do is just lightly tap that rod of yours to get that wiggle going. And the white color works great in dark, dingy water. It'll show up nicely and the fish will see it better. Anyway, on to the next one. Now, we've lost many of these. We had a whole box full of them, and if we didn't get bit off, we got them snagged up. But they work like a charm for pike, walleye, and we found that we get bigger fish when we fish with these. And I'll go on to the next one after that. As you can see, it's a little
Worn out.
Yeah, you can see that it's been chewed on. This one has been used, but they work even after they've been chewed on for a while. Anyway, that leads us to our next one, the power bait swim bait.
Down.
The power bait swim bait. You can see that. That's got a really good wiggle to it. And
we use these in the trout and perch pattern. Down.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Trout and perch pattern. This is the trout pattern, of course.
We're out of the perch. They've been all
right now. We got
bit off.
But they work like a dream for pike and walleye. We will be using these more and more often. See, they're a much cheaper option than buying these.
Yep, right up, right there.
Okay, this is a much cheaper option than buying this. You get 3 of these for, I think it's like $17, $18. You get 6 of these for half the price. So it only makes good sense to go with this one here. Don't get me wrong.
Down.
You can't lose going either way. You can't lose with that, and you definitely won't lose with that. So, you know, it's just a price thing, right? And we're always into making it cheaper to fish. Anyway,
our 2 most successful spoons.
Yeah, well, a couple of our most successful spoons. Of course, here was the Sure Strike. Looks like the Len Thompson spoon.
Oh, wait. That way. Yep, there we go.
The Len Thompson spoon. Well, this is the Sure Strike, but basically this style spoon, or the
5 of diamonds.
The 5 of diamonds. Any of the spoons in the different colors that are similar to this work like a charm. They absolutely work like a charm for walleye, pike, even perch will go for them. But yeah, that's something we keep at hand at all times. We try to find the cheapest ones we can. That seems to be the Sure Strike. But we also pick up these at the dollar store. You see that, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's been my most successful one outside the perch pattern of the dollar store.
Again, we're out of the perch pattern.
This is our last one of these.
Yeah. The fact is, you buy these at the dollar store just before opening, and you use these, you can't lose. We had nothing but good luck with them, and really, at $1.50 a lure, you can't lose. Anyway, this year we're going to be trying out a few new lures, or a few new different things. Anyway,
hopefully for some lake trout, folks.
Yeah, we're looking to get some lake trout.
There's a lot of lakes in the area that the stocking reports. Yep. Say that they have lake trout, and
so those are the Lunker Hunt Catch Big Fish premium fish product. Okay, yeah. Anyway, there it is.
Yeah.
And here is one out of the bag. Now, the only issue I have with these things is what in the world is on them? It gets off on your hands and it's horrible. So do yourself a favor, keep them in the bag until you use them. But look at that. It's got a real lifelike
oh yeah,
movement.
See that good.
It's literally, I believe that is going to get us some serious action. We'll be jigging these, well, and probably in some deep water looking for some lake trout, guys. So that's going to be an interesting try. Just, yeah, keep them in the dorm bag until you use them. Okay, here we go. We got the Sure Strike.
Version.
Yeah, Sure Strike version of the same thing.
Except the difference is these
This one's come with the hook.
come with the hook and they're cheaper. Don't
Much
forget.
cheaper. Oh, absolutely.
So we're gonna do a little test which ones work better.
Absolutely. So yeah, you can see that's got some movement. It's got some good movement. It's not as good as the Lunker Hunt, but who's to know which one's going to be more appealing to the fish or not fish. So
And we got that one in 2 different colors there,
yeah,
folks.
we got that in 2 different colors. There's the green version of it.
Which
Sure Strike.
yep, shows up.
See what it
Nice.
is? Not bad. Now this, I think this color is going to work good. Probably in more clear water, but it'll definitely work great. I'm absolutely sure of that. Anyway, guys, on to the next thing. We've had a lot of people. Okay, we might as well.
Oh, wait.
Alright, guys. Now, we've had a lot of people talk about using pliers for getting hooks out. Well, we use pliers, absolutely, you have to at times. But if a hook's not set too deeply, you can always remove it with your fingers. And really, a lot of people may seem to think that that's rough on the fish, but I don't know. It's either a soft finger or a hard pair of pliers.
Down.
Oh, it's either a soft finger or a hard pair of pliers to grab onto a hook on the outside of a fish's mouth. Really, I don't know which one's worse. I personally think that if it's easy enough to get it out with your fingers, take it out with your fingers. If it's more difficult to get out, then there's the forceps, which we have, guys. Yeah, forceps work like a charm. They're very good for taking hooks out.
Especially at a little fish.
Especially at a little fish, especially when the hook's set as down deep. Anyway, if it's on the outside and
Down.
if it's on the outside and it's deep, or if it's on the outside but it's you're having a hard time getting, you can have a hard time getting it out with your fingers. A pair of pliers like this one, or a pin nose pliers, will do just fine to get that hook out. But generally, I think you'll be fine if the hook's on the outside of the mouth and you got a barbless hook on there. You should be able to slip it out with your fingers. Anyway, just wanted to address that situation. Here's one of the sets we use. We have about 5 or 6 sets.
They're just not always handy, folks.
That's right. Yeah, that's a fact.
The heat of the moment, you're not expecting to catch a fish.
My favorite, though, is definitely the forceps. Now, if you don't see us using them all the time, well,
that's because they're really small.
They tend to be small. They tend to disappear into places. Now, you can condemn us for that, but in actuality, I think everybody forgets something at some point. We generally, pliers, they're either at hand or they're in the vehicle, so you kind of have to deal with it as you go. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, guys, last thing on the agenda is a camera review. Now, originally, we bought the Fujifilm Sports. Sorry, yeah, Ben's mom bought us the Fujifilm camera. Now, this camera worked great, absolutely great for us. Unfortunately, when we first started doing this, we didn't know what we were doing, so the camera wasn't getting used to its best use. So, but this camera worked really, really, really well. It's had a lot of great aspects, and the battery ended up lasting us quite a while.
Yep, before it died.
Before it died, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, the battery still holds a charge for about 15 seconds.
Yeah,
But
if you're lucky.
the best camera for what we're doing.
I ordered this Kodak sports camera, and it was a hunk of junk.
Yeah.
It had lighting issues, focus issues, sound issues. Any little waves or wind would make it sound horrible.
Yeah.
We apologize for that. I spent $250 on this versus this camera's 400,
Yeah.
you're better off going
Go
the extra mile.
Get the $400 one, because
Don't waste your money on this.
yeah, it says it's waterproof, and it may well have been. We accidentally filled in the water once, and it actually didn't seem to leak or nothing. But the fact of the matter is, this camera has not been suitable. It just is not. Its worst attribute is that it does not eliminate the light. It has a hard time adjusting to the light, whereas this camera adjusts very quickly to the light.
And we only had this camera about 6 months, folks. We didn't really drop it. It was never dropped. And it just died. It stopped working.
Absolutely.
So for the money, at least this one still works. I bet if we got a new battery, it would still continue to work.
The unfortunate part about it is that we have dropped this camera on quite a few. Well, we had it literally for 3 years. So in that 3 years, it had been dropped. It had been underwater at some point. Right?
Yeah, stepped on.
Stepped on. You freaking name it, it had done. And yet this camera held out for over 3 years. We get this one, and it doesn't even last a full year.
6 months?
Yeah, 6 months or more, and it dies on us. So the Kodak, don't get the Kodak underwater camera. It is not good quality. Fujifilm sports camera, go with that. That's your best bet.
Kitten's here wanting to say hello.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we've gone through a few things that we're going to be working with, but I think the only thing left to talk about is our first destinations probably for ice fishing are going to be probably Fishing Lake, Good Spirit Lake,
Shooty
Lake, and Lady Lake. But we will see how it all works out. Ben and I have not been, we've gone out fishing a couple times, and we are not experienced ice fishermen. So this is going to be a real experience for us. But anyway, guys, hope you guys stick with us. Hope you're enjoying the show, and hopefully we'll see you on the next episode. Catch you soon.
Thanks for watching.
Click like and subscribe.
Stay tuned and share with a friend. Oh, and we've also started a TikTok page and a Instagram page. Here and there we'll be posting.
For those of you who want to see us there. Oh, actually, Kitty wants to say goodbye. So, say goodbye, Kitty. Bye-bye.